So Zenless Zero just dropped one of their biggest updates yet, which is version 1.4. Obviously, a lot of people have been very excited about this as it actually introduces a lot of changes, which has brought back a ton of players, including myself. Now, what are these changes? Well, there's stuff like getting rid of TVs, everything like that, which again was a really big thing that was, for me, what kind of drew me away from the game. It was just kind of boring. I didn't really like it, but they did get rid of it and, allow people to still play it if they wanted to, but also, have an option for people that didn't like it to kind of get away from it. And obviously, a lot of these updates have been absolutely huge. We've got new characters like Miyabi, who is dealing a ton of damage. Oh my god, man. She's going to be absolutely breaking tier lists, everything like that. So yeah, people overall are very happy with it. But there's one update which a lot of people are very unhappy with. Now, if we go over to the first tweet by Tectone saying, ZCZ, you effed up hard. You can barely get close to the characters. ZCZ devs, you did not need this bad PR during your revamp. What are you doing? Now, obviously, he shares a screenshot. I'm guessing this was from his game. But pretty much, you can see that it's all kind of translucent. Now, if you don't know, Zenless Zero has been kind of spouted as one of these kind of more adult versions of the game. Adult versions of, like, a Hoyoverse game. Because, again, with Genshin Impact and Honkai Star, they tend to be kind of safe. Obviously, some of the characters do look kind of nice, and I think the fan art kind of carries them in that kind of sense. But for ZCZ, they actually decided just to go full Guna, I'll be real, for like a Hoyoverse game in general. Now, obviously, it's not as bad as like games like Nikkei or maybe Azure Lane, other games like that. But Zenless Zero, one of their main appeals was that the characters are much more appealing, kind of in this kind of sexualized way. And well, one of the big things and what people got very excited about was being able to kind of freely look at your character model, which you couldn't do previously in Genshin. Now, obviously, if you go to Genshin, you have a similar feature like this, where if you try to go close underneath a character, they will kind of go transparent, so you can't actually see anything, which obviously was annoying to some players, but I can kind of get it, It's supposed to be a game that most people can play, even like children, so, it's not as good. Whereas I'm pretty sure Zenless Zero has a completely different like age rating and everything like that. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not sure if that's exactly true. But, you can definitely tell their plan with this game was much different. It was supposed to be much more adult. Not that it was supposed to be, like, fully adult, but, it's supposed to be a little bit. And obviously, a ton of news kind of sources actually cover this, including this one, ZZC Universe, actually sharing a before and after. This is what you used to be able to do. Obviously, you can see right underneath Bunny's skirt there, which obviously some people look forward to whenever it comes to a update to do with Zenless Zero. But with this now, after 1.4, she literally goes invisible. And apparently, I don't think many people would be too mad if the invisibleness, was a little bit there. But the fact that, they go like fully invisible and after not even going down too much, I think people are more mad that they've gone so harsh with this kind of censorship than they've actually gone with like previous ones. Because obviously Genshin, you have to get like quite underneath there with the camera for it to start going like invisible. Whereas this, apparently, if you literally go down even a little bit, it starts to get really bad. And that's what people are very angry about, especially being marketed as this kind of adult game at the beginning. So again, I don't know what I'm going to do about the game in the future, and hopefully ZCZ do come through and actually fix this, because this was one of the main factors that I enjoy about ZCZ, It has these kind of really nice character designs that you can look at freely, everything like that. Obviously, I play a lot of games like Nikkei, Azure Lane, and everything like that, which again, do have these kind of aspects and everything like that, and why would I play Zenless Zero if I can't even like look at a character model and it goes like transparent? Now, obviously, a lot of people are speculating why this might be, because it seems very out of character that Hoyoverse would do this, especially if, their kind of whole marketing for this game was like that. Well, some people are speculating it's a whole China thing, because if you don't know, Hoyoverse are all kind of based in China and Shanghai, and also a little bit in Singapore as well. But it seems like, China do like to censor a lot of things, even if it is later down the line or later in an update, because, Hoyoverse and Zenless Zero have been running freely for the past couple of versions without this kind of censorship, and now all of a sudden it happens. Well, sometimes it takes time for the Chinese government to be like, yo, hold on, that's way too far. And we've seen it with Snowbreak and other games like that. Now, obviously, it depends what kind of province you are in China as well, because the censorship laws are different, the governments are different, and everything like that. But again, it seems like this might be a Chinese thing, so it might not actually change, and there is no kind of choice we have about it. But if this is something that the devs can change, or even just alter, so it's less bad and less aggressive, then maybe that could actually restore some of the faith that Zenless Zero have, because, they've added a ton of really good updates, as I said. And it's kind of disappointing to see that they've gotten rid of one of the most beloved things in the game, which is looking at a character's ass. Like, let's be real, that's one of the things that people like most about Zenless 0. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I go on Twitter and there's a new character and, you know, they're remotely good looking, like Bernice, like Jane Doe, stuff like that, the first video I see isn't the character drip marketing, it's the video of someone in the beta doing like a walk and then kind of going right beside their butt, right beside the butt, you know? They're literally looking directly underneath, and people get super hyped over that. So again, it's going to be very disappointing if they get rid of something like this in the game. Now, obviously, there's some other disappointing things going on in ZZZ as well, like this one, for example. They say, due to recording schedule arrangements, some of the new content in version 1.4 currently lacks English voiceovers. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused, which has been a big issue of Hoyoverse games recently because of the strikes. All the voice actors have gone on strike, so they can't use any kind of voice actors to voice this stuff. Now, would it be nice if, you know, it was voice acted? Yes, I think it would definitely improve the game. It would improve the story. But for now, we can't really blame them, apart from maybe, you know, they should have just outsourced to a different kind of company that aren't on strike at the moment. You know, maybe. But again, I think that, honestly, they can't really do much about that. The voice actors are on strike, and hopefully they do get off strike soon, and they get their issues sorted, because I think they're striking over AI, and people like stealing their jobs and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully that gets fixed soon, and hopefully ZZZ actually fixes a ton of these issues, because, again, this is absolutely crazy. I love ZZZ, I do like their designs, I like everything to do with it. Bernice was one of the characters that actually got me really into the game, because I'm gonna be real, whenever I first started Zenless 0, I got the Fox Dude twice, okay? I got the Fox Dude twice, and I hated it. I hate the Fox Dude, I haven't even built him, you know, the 5-star guy with the suit. I haven't even built him. And once I got Bernice, and I got Jane Doe, and some of these characters, I've actually gotten way more into the game, and it's much more exciting because I'm actually using a 5-star character that I want to use. And again, I was very excited to get back into this game, but after seeing this update, it's just like why? Why, man? Why would they do this? Now, obviously, some people might be happy about this because they don't really care about the sexualization of characters in the game. But as I said, ZZZ was spouted to be one of these more mature games that people could play, and it would have more stuff like this in it. But again, they've taken back one of the aspects that actually made this game unique, especially from some of the new gacha games that have come out at the moment. And yeah, it's just kind of surprising that they've done this. I didn't really expect this to happen at all, and I think no one expected this because they didn't even mention it in the live stream or anything like that. And I think that is why it's blown up so much over Twitter, because again, no one thought this was going to happen. But again, you know, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that this is going to change? Do you think that this is a good update or a bad update as well? Because obviously there's going to be some mixed opinions about this. Me personally, I don't really like it because, again, I thought it was a very cool part of Zenless 0 that you could do. You know, it was just mature and much more just like, you know, you're not hiding stuff from us, and we can actually like have every single aspect of the game right at our fingertips. But I can see why some people are being like, oh, thank God they finally got rid of some of the, you know, sexualization in it. But again, it's just like, you know, that was kind of what the game was spouted as in the beginning. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video, and overall a very crazy situation for Zenless 0 at the moment. That's all. See ya.